All right, good afternoon. I'm Josh, and I'm here with my co-host.
Jonathan.
Or maybe I'm the co-host. Who's the lead here?
I don't know.
I guess we'll find out over time. I'll take the lead on this one. It's our first one. So anyway, did you say your name?
Yeah, Jonathan.
This is Jonathan, and I'm whatever. I said my name. Okay, so this is episode 1 of our podcast. We're very excited. We don't really have a name yet. We're thinking Cats in the Cradle.
But we don't want to attract cat listeners.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you're a cat lady, if you like cats, we want you to listen, but you're not our target audience.
Yeah, or a cat man.
Yeah, Catman. I mean, Catman exists. I mean, Batman exists, but it's Catwoman. Mm-hmm. Okay, I feel like we've had a lot going on lately. It's busy season. It's holiday season. Today's December 27th. Let's talk Christmas, man. What's the highlights been for you? What has Christmas been like?
Well, so I got new shoes, and those are pretty nice. I got some clothes.
So I'm going to stop you right there because people don't care.
Oh, okay.
What they want to do is they want to laugh, right? So people are coming to this podcast because they want to know what kind of funny things have been going on in our lives. So let's think.
I have a story.
All right, let's hear your story.
There's this kid that a family came over, and it's like a friend of ours. And one of the kids were eating tacos this night, and this kid is like piling up like a pound of meat on his plate, and he's like, and my dad's like, are you sure you want that much meat? He's like, yeah, I love meat. and he's like, and so he's like, okay, whatever you say. And so he's gonna scoop the cheese. So he puts this plate kind of like halfway on the table, and so he's scooping the cheese, and the plate tips and falls, splat, all the meat all over
pound
the
of
floor.
meat just gone.
Yeah. And then,
so did he salvage the meat, or was it gone?
It's just all gone. Yeah, like it's
trash.
Yeah, we just pick it up, throw it in the garbage. It's done. And then he's like, "Oh man, I'm so sorry, guys." And he's like, "Yeah, I'm really just like the klutz of my family."
No kidding, right?
Yeah. And so then he just grabs a new tortilla and piles another pound of meat on his plate.
So I think I was there right after it fell, and I was kind of irritated with some of this, and so Renee came and helped him clean it up because he wasn't cleaning himself. But from what I recall, is he's putting even more meat on there for the second time. Now as he's getting cheese was started flying all over the place.
Yeah,
it's like, bro, whatever. I mean, whatever. He's about 11 years old.
A little younger than me. So
I did say to his mom, I said, "Whose kid is this?" And she goes, "I don't even know." So she didn't want to claim him. All right, so one of the best thing I got for Christmas, I know I stopped you from talking about what you got for Christmas.
Yeah.
But the reason I want to talk about this is because you had a part of this, and I want to hear the backstory of this. So I'm just going to describe this because this is a podcast. If we figure out a way to post videos or pictures, we'll do that. But the best thing that I got was a picture of my kids and my son-in-law decked out in what a friend said was a Canadian tuxedo. All jeans, all denim. You guys looked terrible. I mean, it was hilarious. Yeah. But as far as like looking good in this day and age, you looked atrocious. Like you guys are about 30 years behind schedule. So tell me, what was that like going in there? Tell us, first of all, describe the outfit that you were wearing, because yours was particularly interesting.
So, my outfit was like a tuxedo kind of thing. Like, it was like a vest and a tuxedo together. But, it was a vest and... Wait, hold it.
It seems like your abs were showing off quite a bit, so the vest might have been a little small.
Yeah, so it was like a short vest that stopped like right at my rib cage, and then after that, it was just like it was like kind of like I don't know. It was just stuff on the sides, and then my belly was just showing.
Now look, if all the kids, and I'm sure the other kids might take offense to this, but if all the kids are going to show off their abs, you're the one that has the gift to show off the abs. You got a mean, like legit 6-pack. So kudos to you. All right. So you guys, as you're walking into JCPenney to take these pictures, are you guys already wearing these outfits?
So, some of us have like a hoodie over our thing, and so it kind of just looks like we're wearing jeans or like denim shorts. And Ralph had his like baby shorts, so he has another pair of shorts on. And as we walk into the studio, he just drops his pants.
so all right, so we got people can't see this picture. All right, so Ralph, he's what is he, 10 years old, almost 11, but he's tall. Like he's almost as tall as you. You're 2 years older than he is.
I'm 5'1", I'd say.
Okay, so you're a sexy 5'1", 100 pounds. And so he's almost as tall as you, and he's wearing these shorts that they're like girls size 5'6" shorts.
Yeah.
So these are booty denim shorts.
Yeah.
Okay, so he just drops drawers like right in the reception area.
Yeah.
So, were there other people around?
Oh, there were like a whole entire couple with little kids there too.
And so what did they say? Like, did they look and be like, what is this kid doing?
They're like I feel like the parents were kind of just like grabbing their children, kind of like, yeah, come give me a hug, just like bury your face in my, yeah.
Okay, so Aubrey, your older sister, she's 19. Mm-hmm. She was like 80s style hair, like tons of hairspray. Like, is anybody like looking at her thinking, what in the world is going on?
I feel like when we like walked in, everybody was like kind of like the receptionist lady. She's like, what? Oh, they're just doing a photo shoot. Oh well. And then like the other family was kind of like, whoa, what are they dressed up like? Like, are they from the past? Like time machine?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you're taking the pictures. You guys had a variety of very odd poses. I mean, there's one where somehow you and Ralph are like separated, but you're like touching fingertips.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're taking these very interesting pictures. Mm-hmm. Aubrey, for some of them, has like her hand inside of her shirt, but a fake like plastic black hand. And she's like placing on Brandon's shoulder or... Okay, what is the photographer thinking? Like, is she? I mean, I know you don't know what she's thinking.
Yeah.
What is her facial like? What does she look like? She's thinking or reacting?
So I feel like at first she kind of was like laughing a little, like when we were first walking in. She's like snickering a little and like looking away, and then she was like serious the whole entire time. And she's like, okay, make sure you guys are standing on the red dot, which I couldn't see because I'm colorblind, kind of. Oh, but so the whole time she's like telling us to stand like next to like the whole entire time she's giving us directions of where to go based on this red dot. So like, okay, stand like 2 feet behind the red dot. I want you to be on the red dot or whatever. And I'm just like wandering around because I can't see this red dot because the floor is like brown and it's just blending in perfectly. And so on one of our final pictures, I'm like putting my hands up and the red dot's shining on my hand. And I'm like, whoa, what is that?
All of a sudden you're able to see this red dot. You're able to get some direction there. Okay, so what was, for you, was it more fun or more embarrassing?
Fun.
All right, what would you, for your siblings and Brandon, what do you think? Was it more fun or more embarrassing?
I feel like Brandon, he was kind of just like in the middle, like on the fence. Uh-huh. But then for everybody else, we're just kind of like laughing and stuff like that. Okay.
I mean, like, here's the last part. I just need to ask this. Like, you guys have like these stoic, completely, we are not smiling faces. The whole time. Like every picture, like I don't think there's a single smile unless it's maybe like a half smile in the entire photo shoot.
Yeah.
So, how did you guys keep such a straight face the entire time?
Well, so when we were at home, we like practiced the poses, and we kind of just like laughed it all out then. And then when we were here, we're like, okay, like on some of them, we're just like laughing and trying not to smile, and then we're like, okay, everybody stoic, and then and everybody just goes stoic. And before, like right when we're about to leave, like we were doing like a couple like practice pictures. And like some people were like actually smiling, and they're like, no, we're gonna do stoic, so we can like, yeah. Got to be hardcore. You guys are hardcore. Okay, so all right, that's
I'll tell you, like, seriously, this is one of those gifts that will keep on giving for years to come. I mean, this is going in my office. I put it on Facebook, on Instagram. This is one of the most popular posts that I've ever had, just so you know. And the comments, like, I don't get a lot of comments a lot of times. Otherwise, or some of the comments like, "Oh, beautiful family," or whatever. This one, I mean, they're calling out the stuff. I guess I got to ask another question. Sorry, I keep having. Okay, where in the heck did you guys find these outfits from?
Oh, we went to a thrift shop. It was like, I don't know. It had like a blue logo or something like that. But
Goodwill? Yeah,
Goodwill. We went to Goodwill, and we were just like wandering around, and we're like looking for anything denim. And so while like everybody's wandering around, me and Ralph are just learning what this word means. And we're like,
you mean jeans? You want me to put jeans on my?
And so me and Ralph are kind of messing around with the stalls so you can change. And we figure out how to unlock the stalls from the outside. And so David's like changing in one of the stalls, and we're like, hey. And it's like, it has like the red like occupied, and then green like open. And so we like mess it up so it says open. And then we just walk away.
So did anybody walk in on David?
No.
All right, okay. I think we ought to take a pause here and let everybody know that we're sponsored. I don't know. Did you realize that we're sponsored?
Oh yeah.
We're sponsored by Doc R. Haldeman LLC. That's Dr. Renee Haldeman, performing acupuncture, subscribing herbs, and performing other treatments of the Oriental medicine type. She'll do gua sha, but primarily focuses on the acupuncture. So. If you need any acupuncture treatments, we encourage you to look up Renaissance Health Center here in Las Vegas on West Cheyenne, and encourage you to visit Dr. Haldeman.
Yeah.
Dr. Fow's also good for homeopathic and any other health needs that you may have. There's other practitioners there as well. We'll work on the sponsorship portion of our program as the episodes continue.
Yeah.
All right, so let's take a pivot here. So I want to talk about one of the things that is funny. And as hard as I laughed on Christmas morning when I was looking at those pictures, I laughed even harder Christmas night.
Yeah.
So I want to talk a little bit about this, and then you can ask me questions, or you can add in kind of your own 2 cents as we go along. But so we did a white elephant gift exchange. So we had, our family was over, my brother, his wife, and they have a daughter, my other brother, and then my parents. So however many that is. So we got 8 plus 14. So there's 14 of us. We did a white elephant gift exchange, and the theme of this gift exchange was
things we stole from Grandma's house.
Yeah, things we stole from Grandma's house. So here's what was great: is I told Grandma like a couple days before. In fact, we went and visited her house. Christmas is on Monday, so we went to her house on Saturday night.
Yeah.
And so I told her Saturday night, like, hey, we're gonna do a low key white elephant, like just find some trinket. It doesn't really matter. Like it's just going to be garbage stuff. And while we were there just hanging out with my parents, you kids went on a spree. Like you guys honed your inner kleptomaniac skills.
Yeah. And we just kind of like ran all the way around, just grabbing whatever we could find.
Yeah, so what did you find? Tell us what you stole.
So I was kind of like, I have no idea what to steal. I was just like a little... Well, I don't really know. And so then I go into the bathroom, and there's like this basket full of 3 towels, and they're kind of just like decoration towels, I think. But I'm like, that'd be kind of funny if I stole that.
Yeah.
And so I just grab it, and I quickly run into the kitchen and everybody else is in like the dining room right now. So I'm in the kitchen right now, and I see David grab a giant potted plant. And this is my dad was like, afterwards he's like, yeah, these things were supposed to be low key. And we're like, oh, actually? And this plant is probably like if you walk into my grandparents' like living room, you're probably like, oh, whoa, something seems off about this room because that plant has been there for like many years and it's plastic too.
Yeah, so I found out later that they literally have that plant to hide the wires for like the TVs and lamps. So total, I mean, it was a successful still, but total fail. And we'll get to that in a little bit. Some of the other things that were, so I took an ice cream scooper, low key item.
Very
so
low key.
Yeah, very low key. Addison, she stole the letters B and E from the word believe. I mean, Christmas time, so that happened to be on the piano. She stuffed those down her pants, broke the little angel that was a part of the B. Aubrey, hers is funny. Aubrey's story is funny. So she goes, I have to use the bathroom. And my parents were like, oh, yeah, go ahead. There's the downstairs bathroom. She goes, I want to go upstairs to the upstairs one. That's my favorite bathroom. Like, who has a favorite bathroom in grandma's house? But apparently Aubrey does, and it's upstairs. And so she goes upstairs, and she steals a picture of my sister and her ex-husband on their wedding day. And she had to, like, stuff it in her shirt or something like that. And I mean, the hilariousness was seriously, like, funny, where I went outside for some point, and I see Ralph, like, running around the side gate.
That was me.
Oh, that was you? Okay,
Yeah.
I see you running around the side gate with the stuff in your hand. I'm thinking, what in the world's going on? So anyway, it was successful in that we stole the items. But then Sunday morning, tragedy strikes, and that grandma realizes
Some things are missing.
some things are missing. So she sends me a text. She goes, it's kind of weird that your sons are over, and all of a sudden my items are missing. In fact, I'm gonna put the text because I think we need to actually. This will make it funnier as we go on with the story, so that you can know exactly kind of what transpired. So,
Wait, Brandon also stole like a BYU finger, like.
oh, that's right, the foam finger.
Yeah.
Okay, so my mom sends me this text. She goes, "It's a Christmas disaster. Yesterday, who could, in all caps, believe? But after your family's visit last night, we cannot. Who can solve this Yuletide mystery?" And it's a picture of the IEVE in believe that was stolen. And so I'm trying to play it off thinking, okay, maybe that's the only thing she saw missing. And so I say, oh man, let me talk to Ralph. He was joking around about having sticky fingers at school. How odd. So then she says, apparently the disaster is wider spread than originally thought. The artificial plant I have in this corner to hide the cords is missing. So total, like the low key stealing things, like not happening. Yeah. Then she says, besides wondering if I'm missing more things around the house, I'm thinking I'd better check the gifts under the tree. It's highly likely that gifts intended for Haldeman boys could be missing also. Wouldn't it be a shame? Sick, good little boys. I think she meant such good little boys, but autocorrect. So now I'm thinking like, okay, I don't want grandma thinking my boys are a bunch of kleptomaniacs that just hoard her house and steal stuff. So I said, before you get too mad at them, this may or may not be the influence for our white elephant gift exchange.
You can't tap on it, I don't think.
Well, I'm not going to tap on it, but so I there's an Instagram video where it shows where people have done this. So I wasn't the original thinker of this. And so then I said, what they didn't realize is that they should have been more inconspicuous with what they took and not as obvious. So just pretend to be surprised on Monday and be leery of Nate and Amy if they visit you later today. And I said, and yes, there are many other things missing. And so she watches the video. She replies, this is way too funny. And then she says, knowing the background is pretty funny, but honestly, I wish I hadn't noticed they were missing. Such a funny idea. And so then I, telling her, them stealing things last night was pretty funny. They had a good laugh. I told them afterwards that they should have taken less conspicuous things, blah, blah, blah. And then she says, I should have known something was up when Aubrey insisted she needed to use the upstairs bathroom because it's her favorite. Duh. Okay, so here's where it gets funny. All right, so my grandma, not my grandma, your grandma, she doesn't want to be the butt of the joke. She likes to be in on things. And so she's thinking like, I don't want to go. She's like, I don't want to go along with this. Yeah. And I guess so she says, so just be clear, am I going to pretend I didn't know my house has been raided to provide fun for all of you at my expense? Right? So she doesn't want to be the butt of the joke. And so I decided to double cross. Yeah. I stabbed my children in the back for my mom, which I don't know if that's right. Like, I don't know. Like, where's the loyalty? Is it to my mom or to my kids? Yeah. I chose laughter is what I chose. Yeah. So I come up with this idea. I said, what we should do is return the favor and put something of ours as your white elephant gift. I can help you with that. And so she says, that could be fun. And I said, name the item. And she goes, yes, something of Aubrey's. What is something small that she uses every day that she thinks she just misplaced? And so anyway, then we came up with something for David. So what I ended up doing was I stole David's volleyball uniform. And then Aubrey has a book on the history of Paraguay and a cherry baby. Now, this cherry baby is a prized item that she had when she was a little girl. She's not a little girl anymore, but it's hidden back in her closet. So Christmas Day comes, they come over to the house, we're having dinner, and then we're do the white elephant gift exchange. So I got number one. So I open up a small Christmas tree, and my grandma, or your grandma, she goes, whoa, that's weird. Luna gave me a tree just like that last year. And we're like, oh, that's kind of weird. And people are kind of giggling.
Yeah.
Number two goes, do you remember what number two was?
I think it was, like a stuffed animal reindeer. And it was like small, and it had like a little bell on the nose.
That's right. And she goes, that's weird. I have one of those too. And we're kind of giggling a little bit more. Uncle Nate's filming it. I think number three, somebody got like the BYU foam finger.
Yeah, and Grandpa is a complete BYU fan. And Grandpa's like, wait, what?
Like, what is this? I don't know if he realized it was missing, but he's probably thinking like, that's what I want to steal.
Yeah, he's like, that is mine. Two is better than one.
Yeah. And so it's funny. Like we're laughing. Grandma's playing along with it well, thinking like, that's weird. And then it gets to, I think, number 5 or number 6.
Yeah.
And I think it was Aunt Amy. She picks up a gift, and it was the gift that Grandma Joyce had brought. And so I don't know if people knew this or not, but I looked over at my mom and I said, is that the one that you brought? And she smiled at me, and I knew it was about to get real funny. And so Amy opens up this gift, and we're just ready to keep the laughter going. And she pulls out David's volleyball uniform.
And David just stands up, and he's like, wait, what?
That's when I lost it.
Yeah.
That's when I completely, I literally fell out of my chair laughing.
Yeah.
And my abs hurt the next day from laughing so much.
Pretty silly.
So we keep playing. And then it got funny when Aubrey's cherry baby and book came to the front.
Aubrey's like, that's my baby.
So I was wondering where that book was at. I wanted to look at that last night.
Yeah.
Grandpa stole his BYU foam finger back.
Yeah, he's like, I'll take that.
It all ended well. We had a good time. I had a good laugh. Another funny one was Uncle Jimmy stole a bunch of keys.
Yeah, like Grandma's house keys and stuff like that.
That was a good one to steal.
Yeah.
That was a good one. Okay. I mean, hopefully we portrayed how funny it was. Look, if your mom is not listening to this, your mom's old, even if she's not old, like just do a white elephant gift exchange and do it stuff you stole from your mom's house. It's quite funny. Repeat, would recommend 100%. Would do that again.
Yeah.
Okay, is there anything else we need to share?
No. Well, no. Wait, yes. One more thing.
Okay, let's share it.
So we were at Korean barbecue, and so we're just like, so we got me and Addie and Brandon brought their Switch down, and they have like a game on it called Boomerang Foo. It's kind of fun, but so the whole entire time Brandon is wanting to play this like game with me and Ralph and Addie, and so he's like giving me a certain signal, and that means that he wants to play it, and I'm like, oh, okay. And so then we're like sizing each other up and like basically trash talking each other the whole entire time. And I go into the bathroom, and after I'm like done with my business, I'm like washing my hands, and there's like no more paper towels left. And so I have no idea what to do here. And I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do? And so I'm opening up drawers everywhere. I'm just like, and so I end up just like flinging my hands everywhere, and then water gets on the mirror, and then I come back, and I'm like, if for any of you that might go to the bathroom later, beware, there's no paper towels. Yeah.
Good public service announcement.
Yeah.
Here's what's weird. So Korean barbecue is a holiday tradition that we've done for a number of years. And when you think Asian food, what's one of the top things you think of? Asian food.
Probably like sushi.
Sushi. Okay, what is a key ingredient to sushi?
Rice.
Rice. Right? Obviously there's
yeah.
fish, but rice. And so to me, if I went into any Asian families, this is very stereotypical, but if I go to any Asian family's home, I would anticipate there would be just rice. Like there should be a rice cooker on the counter, like with just fresh hot rice ready to go. It's probably not true, but that's just what I imagine. We're in this Korean barbecue restaurant, and they typically bring out rice.
Like immediately.
Immediately. They said, oh, we're out of rice. Like, out of rice? Like,
Yeah.
oh, we're trying to cook more. Like, I mean, sure, it was the 23rd.
Yeah.
So maybe it was a busy restaurant night. But you gotta have your rice ready.
Yeah. And then like 5 seconds later, they just come out and give both of our tables all the rice that they need.
Except for Addie and Brandon's table, they took a long time for their rice.
Yeah, I think like they didn't know that they were a part of our table.
I don't know. Either way, they didn't get their rice for a long time.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go ahead and wrap things up here. Thanks for listening. If you did, here's who I anticipate. I anticipate we might have a listenership of 2.
Yeah.
I'll probably re-listen to this. You going to re-listen to it?
Yeah, I will.
All right, there we go. So if we can get that, we got 2. If we get more than 2, I'm going to call this a win.
Yeah. Maybe more people in our family will listen to it.
Maybe, but I honestly wouldn't even count on it. But Jonathan, this was fun.
Yeah.
I look forward to doing this with you every week. Hopefully we can do this every
Yeah.
week, and hope you have a Merry Christmas. I hope you had a Merry Christmas.
Yeah, you too.
And let's have a good New Year.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to cue the music. See ya.